Back in 2019, me and my colleague were looking for a tool or a platform through which we could build applications without the use of code, because that's what we were using at that moment, and we didn't like that because it just was a hassle to build very powerful applications, and then we came in contact with Triggre. At the first moment, we've got a demo from one of the sales specialists at Triggre, and yeah, me and my colleague were very enthusiastic about the platform because it looked really powerful and yeah, it looked really fancy, to say so. And after that demo, we just got some assignments to get started with. So we just played around and yeah, got familiar with the platform, and we really saw some potential there because without the use of code, we could really easily and really fast build very good and good-looking applications. When we were done with all the assignments, we just wanted to get started with building applications because we got some ideas of improving some applications that we were using at that moment. So we just started playing around and yeah, building exactly what we already had, but then in Triggre without the use of code. We were the admins of specific applications at that moment, so we were the link between the users of that application and the suppliers. And we always got requests from the users like, hey, we want to change this or we want to add this. And we always had to contact the supplier, which led to a lot of discussions and a lot of costs at that moment to change things or to add new things. And yeah, we were just thinking, this is not the way it should go. So being that person of always having to bring the bad news to the end user, like, hey, you want this change or you want to add this new feature to your application, but this is not possible or it costs a lot of money. Yeah, that brought a lot of frustration on our end because me and my colleague were thinking this is a quick fix or this is something we could easily do ourselves. What we noticed is that a lot of companies, and even the smaller companies that don't have a lot of experience with software, always think that applications should be built by big companies with big teams and developers and a lot of costs. And then after which they noticed that some changes or some additions could not even be made or cost even more money. So we saw that as a challenge to prove that it's not always the case. And that's why we picked up Triggre, building applications, replacing even the ones we already were using, and to show that it could be done better. What our first challenge, of course, is that we had to find our first customer. And one of our customers was using an application that was kind of outdated and not supported anymore. So he was looking for a new solution that was more high-tech and running in the cloud and those kind of things. So then he approached Triggre, and since we are a partner from Triggre, they sent the customer to us, and we started building it for him. The first contact with the customer, of course, was just a meeting, getting the requirements, what he was looking for. So we just had a discussion to get everything clear and written down. And after that, we just started building a proof of concept for him. And within 2 days, we came back to that customer and showed him the proof of concept. We just played around with it a bit and showed him what was possible and what we built so far. And he really saw the potential, was really enthusiastic about it. At first, the user was using it by himself, and then after a while he showed it to the CFO, who saw some huge potential in multiple users started using the application. So now they're using it internationally with a lot of users. In the beginning, getting your first customer really looks like a mountain you can climb, but by just starting doing and building things, you eventually can show your applications to a lot of different companies, and then that feeling will lose the edge because you hear a lot of people getting really happy about what you're building. And at the moment we already have multiple customers using our applications, so you see how it can go.